Now, let me run you on a little secret how to keep a guy interested without sleeping with him. Now, let's give you some actionable steps on how to keep a guy interested without sleeping with him. I'm gonna say that again. Number one, no long talk. Okay, this is a short video like you saw. Value the soul to soul connection. How to keep a man interested without sleeping with him. Reach far beyond the surface. You can't expect to keep a man interested without sex if you only connect with men on a surface level. Surface level connection is boring, cheap, and you can find it anywhere. Instead, you need to reach beyond his facade and yours and connect to his soul. Now, how the F do you do that? Most dating and relationship coaches would suggest to connect to his heart through your heart, or to ask him deep questions. While these things might sound nice, a man won't perceive a lot of values in them because this style of communication is what feminine souls thrive on. The best way to do it with masculine men is through playful banter. There are two reasons why. Because playful banter keeps things mysterious and interesting for decades on end. And banter is how masculine men communicate, in case you haven't noticed yet. So you'll be communicating on a level that he understands. Now, banter isn't a gender-based behavior. Feminine women banter too, of course. I've met so many wonderful women who banter well, and they are highly attractive to men. But women tend to have multiple ways to connect deeper with others, and they switch strategies, often because their equilibrium tends to be in relationships and forming attachments. However, men tend to prefer to banter to connect with others. This is because men tend to fear offending others less than women do. Number two, make sure you have plenty of emotional attraction and emotional connection in the relationship. I believe that's self-explanatory because I don't want this video to be too long. Connecting with someone emotionally, I believe you must have some sort of love for the person, affection, intimacy. Doesn't have to be sex. When you connect with someone on an emotional level, if you can make him see you as part of himself, if you can make him think about you often, and I'm telling you, you do not need sex to achieve all that, except for few people that sex is their love language. And nothing you're talking about, if you're not giving that, they are not going to connect with you. But there's a way you can make someone to connect with you. And also that is having value. And one of the ways to also connect with them is when you make them dependent on you, not so dependent on you, but when they can trust you, when they can believe that there is something they are getting out of being friends with you or being with you or dating you or getting married to you, when they know that if they need someone to talk to, you will always be there. Not maybe always, but they can rely on you to talk to you. When they have a problem or something bothering them and they need a solution, and they know they can always turn to you and that you will come to their rescue, or that you give them a mind-blowing idea on how to get by or solve that problem, or that when they talk to you, they can feel more calmer and worry less. In that way, you're connecting with them emotionally, psychologically as well. The third one is meet him where he's at. This is literally trying to understand him. Meeting someone where they are at, it's more like, I get you, I understand you, I know what you're going through, I know you I know exactly, like, I can think like you, I can put myself in your shoes, and I know what's happening, I know how you're thinking, I know how to, follow you. So it's more like meeting the person at the level. You're not going to, for example, you feel like you're all high and mighty, you're so rich, you're so intelligible, and this guy is not rich and he's not intelligible, and then you tend to show him that I am way better than you. Guy, you and know nothing. It's more like you're dropping him low, you're belittling him. So if you can come down to his level or go up to his level, or just be at the same understanding or the same level with him, knowing that he can trust you with a lot of things, knowing that he can confide in you, knowing that once there's any good news to share, you're the first person he thinks of to ring to share the good news with you. Or when there's a problem and he needs someone to talk to solve the problem or to give him some mind-blowing ideas, you are the first person he thinks of. So he knows, yeah, she's at my level, she will understand what's going on, and we can put heads together and we can sort this thing out. So it's more like, in a way, you're trying to be valuable to him. Because when a guy feels like you're useless to him, when he looks back and see that I'm not getting anything out of this relationship, like, I don't think she's beneficial to me, it's more like they are giving more than they are receiving. You know, when someone needs an advice from you, but you can't even advise on anything. When they want to do something, you can't even say anything. When they want to use your idea, I'm kind of confused. I'm trying to choose between yellow and black, but I don't know. What do you think? And you'll be like, well, anything you think is fine. No? If they think that anything they think is fine, they wouldn't be asking you. They might think blue is better, but they actually just want to see what you say. You trying to say, okay, blue might be better because of this, will now be like, oh yes, I thought of that as well. But you can also be like, black is better. And when you talk about the reason why, they might actually reason and say that, oh yeah. So, you know, when you come off as valuable to someone, so if you can make yourself valuable to a guy, it is one of the ways you can keep him without sex and still keep him interested. So you have to have a value to offer. I mean, he's not going to want to lose you, except he doesn't care about all those values that you got. Another thing in this one, coming at his level, is not trying to give up the cookies so easily. Not saying maybe you're married and you guys are already dating, you've been, you know, having sex, and all of a sudden you just switch back. He's going to wonder what's going on. This was not how the relationship was. It is just knowing that, making him to, or reassuring him that you're not just there for knacking. And when he met you, you didn't just easily just give it. So the relationship, you want to build it on something more solid and stronger, and not just only based on flesh, lust, or sex. So in any way, if you can make that happen, then he'll know you're not just with him because of sex. And it doesn't also feel like the only thing you're bringing to the relationship is sex. Because once they start thinking, I'm not getting anything from this girl, the only thing she brings to the table is just to open her legs. Except the kind of relationship you want with the person. But the topic we're talking about is how to get him interested without that. So if you know how you can bypass that, that will help. I don't want to talk too much on this topic, but I haven't actually made a lot of research on this topic, so that's why I don't really have much to say, because I want to say some and then throw it out there for you guys to help me. Maybe from your comments and from your brilliant ideas, I can put things together and make a proper video on this topic. Now, ladies, tell me what have worked for you in keeping a guy interested and there was no sex involved. Even if it was involved, but it wasn't the basic of the relationship. It's just once in a while, just to still affirm the love and to show that you're attracted to them. Because sometimes these guys, if you're not giving them that once in a while, they'll feel that you're doing it with someone else. So it doesn't mean that there's no sex in your relationship. You're still keeping him interested, but it is not the sole base of the relationship. So if you have any tip or any trick that you use to keep a guy interested, even when sex is not involved, leave it for me down there in the comment section. And if you're a guy, tell me how a girl is going to keep you as a guy interested without sex getting in the way or being involved. I wanted to hear all of them in the comment section, because I would like to put them together and maybe agree with some and disagree with some and come up with a video on that, post it on this channel. And this is all you get to hear from me for this topic for now. Let's continue the discussion in the comment section, and I'm going to see you next time on the next one. Bye.